What company are you surprised still exists in 2023? The Hudson Bay Company, which one part of my brain completely knew existed, but I did not realize it was that Hudson Bay Company until I saw a job listing for them that said, HBC has been in continuous operation in North America since 1668, and did a double take. Not a lot of still operating commercial operations or governments in my little corner of the world that predate 1850. Not company, but I live in a small town a couple towns over where it starts to get a little more city-like. There is a bicycle shop that has been there for like 70 years. How the fuck is the bicycle shop in a downtown smallish Midwestern town opened in 2023? Papa John's Pizza, like it's something with the quality of the dough they use to make the pizza. It just tastes so bland compared to other chain pizza spots like Domino's or Pizza Hut. And the sauce also has no flavor. Solid F tier, unbelievable. Mom and pop grocery stores. As much as I don't love how large corps operate, big box stores are just frankly the right way to run that type of business. Everything in one place and deficiencies of scale in both production and logistics. Facebook, the website I mean, LA Gear, Ponderosa Steakhouse, Sizzler, Quiznos, TV Guide, AOL, Yahoo! I don't know how they stay around if less and less people use them if they are websites or apps or go to their restaurants. Radio Shack. In the US it mostly exists in name only under a parent company that buys up famous brand names, but there are a few franchise-owned stores mostly in the middle of nowhere domestically, and plenty more globally. The Pinkerton Detective Agency. They're currently part of a larger security conglomerate, but these guys built their reputation on breaking strikes and generally being corporate thugs for hire 100 years ago or more. Imagine my surprise upon seeing a Shinola billboard while on the way to work. I never even knew it was a real company. I just thought it was an old-timey way of saying something was shiny or fancy and definitely not shit. Might be a regional thing, but I find it cool that a piece of digital equipment corporation still exists, albeit in credit union form. The computer part was so huge, iconic even, but died so hard it sank compact with it. Uber, how those guys keep getting cash while they've been posting losers is beyond me. Probably the most overvalued stock in the world. Worst part is they're a few months from establishing their monopoly. Radio Shack. I know they're almost gone, but honestly I expected them to be out of business over a decade ago, especially given all the former employee accounts of how poorly the average store was run. The store I work at prints coupons for Shutterfly for us to give to customers after their transactions, and TBH I don't remember the last time I thought or heard about them before we started doing that. Alex Jones multiple shell companies. Each Holdings LLC, PQPR Holdings LLC, and Free Speech Systems LLC, as well as VIP the holding company's own InfoWars Store, and Band.video. I'm gonna go with GameStop. The company was already on its steep decline when I quit back in 2019. I swore COVID was gonna be the end of them. That company is a damn roach. It'll never die. I'll go first. Burger King. I haven't eaten at one in well over 10 years. Every time I drive by one there is almost no one there and no line at the drive-thru. How are they still in business? Macy's. This isn't the 1950s anymore where the whole family would dress up and make a night out of going to Macy's. It's no longer glamorous to shop there. How are they still around? Most of these answers are based off what people just don't like. I don't like X place, so I'd call they're in business. Meanwhile they have a big consumer base. Family Video still has a location in my hometown, although they put up a sign about 6 months ago saying they sell CBD, so I think the end is near. Blockbuster. As of this September, there were 3 stores still in operation in North America. Kmart still has 2 stores in operation. There's a random Quiznos on Camp Humphreys in South Korea. That was the first one I had seen since I was in the 3rd grade at least. Tandy Leather. I believe originally from Fort Worth, TX. There were several in my area at one time, now I know of one in my area. MLMs. Seriously. The internet exists. Just Google name of company MLM. It's that easy to see if you're falling for one. Fazelitals. Incredible how many of them I've seen driving from Indy to KC. Swear I haven't seen them since the early 00s. Edible Arrangements. Reynolds and Reynolds. They make software that very few people liked, at expensive prices, with underpaid labor. I would have said Buick up until a few days ago. But I recently learned that they have a huge market in China. Earthlink. My mom has no clue how internet stuff works and somehow I ended up with one of their plans recently. GameStop. They don't seem necessary anymore for games, and the other stuff they sell is overpriced junk emo. Bed Bath & Beyond, because I feel like they've been going out of business and having those sales for years. General Electric, founded in the 1800s by Thomas Edison. It's hard to imagine how they stayed relevant. OnlyFans. I just can't understand paying a subscription to see naked bodies when porn is free. Groupon. Who is buying coupons for experiences anymore? Seems like an early internet thing. I swear I saw an operating Radio Shack last year. Edit also, isn't MySpace still around? California Pizza Kitchen. Like the actual restaurants. Do people actually eat there? BlackBerry, apparently they develop car software and cybersecurity products now. Hallmark. The industry is a self-created scam. Replaced by all digital mediums. Mattress Firm. Anytime I drive by a mattress store, there's just no one ever inside. That rub and tug down the street with the ugly bitches. Worst service of my life. Apple. Guess people like being overcharged for stolen ideas that are made shiny. Whoever is printing that Yellow Pages book and throwing it on my driveway. The East India Trading Company. I have some of their tea, it's pretty good. There is one hot and now still in business. It's in Sturgis, Michigan. Same 4 answers like every time. This is posted every 3 or 4 days. This local CD/DVD warehouse. I wanna know how TF they still open. Still see travel agencies now and then. Can't imagine using one. Circuit City and Radio Shack. Both still have an active website. SiriusXM seems so limited now with all the streaming apps, but I feel like they would have sunk at least 2-3 years back. Ross. Whenever I go in there, there's nothing on the shelves. Flickr, but I guess it's nice for professional photographers.